Herzlich willkommen zu einer neuen Folge unseres Deadly Premonition Let's Plays. Ich bin Rektalyn, ihr schaut Weplaygamesforu und wir reden jetzt mit Fiona, wer auch immer das ist. Das ist die Krankenschwester-Tante.
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Klar.
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you here.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hard-working person, too.
Oh.
Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo. But I don't think so at all.
Da geht noch
People
was.
don't understand why he's in the autopsy room all day. But I do. He's doing research to make the world a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
Okay.
I did not know that.
You didn't? Oh, the doctor is a very rich man.
Oh, okay.
He has a really big house over by the lake.
Ach was.
Amazing, Zach. You must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
Ja, vielleicht
But
können wir
you
ihn
don't get
heiraten.
that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
Hä? Was ist jetzt los? Da geht noch was. Na komm. Was ist los, Ascha?
Agent York, you make any progress?
Of course, plenty.
Quatsch.
Tell me, Usha, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't really in any condition to do it right now.
Her mother? I don't see her here.
Anna was her sole reason for living after her husband was deceased. Well, she's probably huddled up at home.
Okay.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
Habe ich nicht vor. Aber auch interessant, dass er uns sonst keine Infos gegeben hat. So, jetzt ist die Frage, sie oder... Wie kommen wir hier raus? Wir haben mit allen gelabert. Kommen wir hier rum? Ne, kommen wir nicht. Kommen wir hier rum? Kommen wir auch nicht. Wie zur Hölle kommen wir hier wieder raus? Darum vielleicht. Öffnen. Hä? Doch mit allen gelabert, oder? Da kommen wir nicht rum. Vielleicht gibt es hier oben noch irgendwo einen. Mit den beiden hatten wir gelabert. Okay, und das ist der Veranstaltungsraum wohl. Nicht, dass wir mit den komischen Gesichtslosen hier auch labern müssen. Nee, aber wohl mit denen hier nochmal. Okay, hallo George.
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
Hab ich nicht vor. Und hier der Gay Thomas.
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again. How could one do such a terrible thing? I'm still in shock.
Oh Gott. Halb so schlimm, Kollege.
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Tattoo? I do, actually.
Was denn?
But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
Ja,
Yes, please.
bitte lass
This
es
is
kein
vital for our
Arschgeweih sein.
investigation.
Warum hält er sich denn den Arsch? Ich check's nicht.
Okay. If it's gonna help you any.
Dann zeig mal. Zieh dich aus, Thomas.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that,
Did it tell you anything?
it told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Oh, das ist doch schon mal gut.
Of course not. What are you saying?
Sei lieber froh.
You ought to see that tattoo, Zach. A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center.
Vielleicht meint er Gina.
I don't know when he got that done, but we've all been
Oder
through the
George.
80s.
Einen von beiden. Gina oder George? Mit Emily nochmal labern?
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
Oh je, Mann. Endlich mal was zu essen. Die Dame hat's drauf. Jetzt gehen wir nochmal hier gucken, ob da was ist. Oder jemand, besser gesagt. Also hier ist schon mal keiner. Auch niemand. Hier hat jemand versteckt. Wer ist das? Carol. Was ist das hier? Zigarette. Ich räume doch mein Inventar nicht auf. Und die Raucherecke. Ist doch die aus dem
Anna was
Vorspann.
an airhead.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day. If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they would be smiling right along with her. I wouldn't be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
Okay. Die ist unheimlich.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest.
Okay.
A goddess.
Wieso rennt die denn jetzt weg? Was soll das denn? Warum ist da hinten jetzt so ein Dings? Zum Einsammeln. Ich versteh's nicht. Hä? Was ist jetzt los?
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
Okay. Will aber eher was essen. Und jetzt gehen sie alle heim, oder was? Back in the hole. Okay. Das ist wahrscheinlich gar kein Koch, das ist der Mörder und das ist seine Cover-Story. Deswegen gibt es auch im Diner nichts zu essen. Fall gelöst, wir können aufhören. Okay, sehr gut. 260 haben wir bekommen. Nicht so gut. Aber immerhin haben wir 6000 Geld. Das ist schon mal in Ordnung. Speichern wir mal ab. Vielleicht haben wir das erste Kapitel damit sogar abgeschlossen. Das wäre mal interessant. Okay. Na, komm, mach ihn.
Well then, Agent York, do you have any plans for this evening?
I was going to head back to the hotel and go over my notes. I need to contact HQ and give a progress report too.
Okay.
Okay, then let's call it a day here.
Sounds good?
Contact my office when you finish your report. We'll pick you up tomorrow morning. Diane, the owner of the art gallery, should be back soon.
All right then, let's do that.
Hold on, Agent York. We're going out to eat at Nick's Diner. Would you like to come with us?
Klar.
The diner. That might be nice.
Thomas is a great cook, but Nick is the real deal.
Glaube ich nicht.
No visit to Greenvale is complete without eating at the A&G.
A very appealing proposition. Zach, what do you think? We can always go back to the hotel after eating dinner.
Genau.
Or go directly back to the hotel. You decide, Zach.
Wir gehen essen.
Mm-hmm.
Hoffentlich gibt's ja diesmal was zu essen. Ich habe da schon andere Sachen von dem Diner gehört. G ist tatsächlich George.
I've been sheriff here for a long time now. and this is the worst murder I've ever seen.
Wie viele gab's denn
Our
sonst?
town is a little odd in some ways, but it's usually a peaceful place.
We had our fair share of cases, but just the regular stuff. A high school kid shoplifting from the milk barn, maybe? Or some hot-headed kids fighting, fueled on liquor? Nothing more than that.
Agent York, what kind of cases have you dealt with in the past?
Not much different from those you've just mentioned.
Glaube ich nicht.
The case I was on until last month, well, the guy killed 7 girls in a 3-month period. He sawed their heads off from the neck and took them back to his house. He cleaned the skulls up and used them as utensils in his daily life to eat from or as a urine cup. He hated women. That was his way of dealing with it.
Nachttopf, Mann. Was ein Kack.
He'd fill skulls with ice, cola, and rum. Then he'd down it in one gulp. For him, that was a holy ritual. The question of his mental state was the pivotal point in the court case.
Oh, man.
For me, he was insane. 100%. Drinking from the skulls, well, that is one thing, but those he had used to relieve himself, he would then just use them to drink.
Ja, oh Gott, ekelhaft.
Yeah, that was too much for me. It's just not sanitary.
Not sanitary. That's probably not the problem for most of us.
What else? Ah, yes. An ingenious law school student raped over 800 victims. That was a nasty one.
Thank you, Agent York. Now, let's talk about something else.
You don't want to hear anymore? That's a shame, isn't it, Zach? I was just about to get to the good part, too.
Sounds like you live in a totally different world. I mean, you're like an elite agent who just jumped out from a movie or something. In your eyes, we must look like we're just playing cops and robbers. I give up. I can't compete with you.
Don't say that, Emily. The cases you have solved are all full-fledged crimes. A crime is a crime. Size doesn't matter. There is no big and small. Crimes always have a criminal and a victim.
Okay.
No victim will ever welcome a crime, no matter what its size. So, fundamentally, there is no difference in size.
Well said, Agent Morgan. We work day and night to preserve peace and order in this town.
Gut.
You understand that, right?
Klar.
Of course. But still, I don't view shoplifting and Anna's murder as the same level of crime.
Me neither. I never even dreamt that such a thing could ever even happen in this town. I keep on expecting to see Anna here in this diner, waiting on tables.
Oh Gott, Thomas, Klappe jetzt.
Excuse us, Agent Morgan. We should have made dinner a more uplifting experience. Let's call it a night.
Okay. Good night, then.
Morgen hat er angefangen mit dem Kram. Und hat die dann runtergezogen mit seinen komischen Storys, ey. Aber es war lustig. Richtig, richtig abgedreht lustig. Es war mal wieder eine der besseren Szenen. Die Dialoge und die Geschichte sind ja echt gut. Das Problem ist, dass das Spiel irgendwie dazwischen steht. Muss da irgendwo ein Telefon sein. Da drüben gibt's eins. Gibt's gleich 2. Oh ja. So, wo ist es, das Telefon? Telefon. Hallo. Ah, hier. So. Speichern wir mal. Und gleichzeitig machen wir dann einen Cut an der Stelle. Ich bedanke mich natürlich fürs Zusehen und sage ciao, ciao, bis zum nächsten Mal.